everybody. Hope that your day is off to a good start. Today we are looking at some lessons from Isaiah chapters 15 and 16. I have picked out a couple of lessons that I have seen from chapters 15 and 16, and I hope that you have as well. As I look at chapter 15, remember that we're talking about a message to the people of Moab. These are the cousins of the Israelites. They are the descendants of Lot. If you go back to Genesis chapter 19 and the end of that particular chapter with Lot and his two daughters, Moab is one of the sons born to his two daughters. And so they are related to the children of Israel, even if it is somewhat distantly, especially by this point. And so when you have this message to Moab, you have a lot of different elements that are coming into play with it. And so as we examine chapter 15, the first thing that I notice is something that I actually discussed with somebody else yesterday in regard to this particular passage. And it's in verse 5, where there Isaiah says, "My heart will cry out for Moab." There are 3 or 4 times in chapters 15 and 16 where the sentiments that are expressed are not ones of anger, they're not ones of animosity, but rather they are messages of mourning that are taking place, that my heart breaks for Moab, for what is going to happen to Moab, for what has transpired or what is about to transpire with this particular people. And it is very interesting to see the difference between Isaiah's message here and Isaiah's response here as he feels for and as he mourns for the people of Moab, and what you see, say, in the days of Jonah, and what you see with Jonah's reaction to going and preaching to the people of Nineveh. Jonah is actually angry that these people are going to be allowed to live, that the Lord isn't going to destroy them. Whereas you have Isaiah here who is mourning over the loss that is about to take place to the people of Moab, to the nation of Moab. And certainly this is something that we're not just talking about a city or two. As a matter of fact, he is going to read off a list of cities and a list of regions that Moab controls from north to south. This is going to be a decimation of the people of Moab. And so you have those things that are taking place. The other lesson that I have is in chapter 16. Because when you come into chapter 16, you come down to verse number 6. And you read, "We have heard of the pride of Moab. He is very proud of his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath, but his lies shall not be so. Therefore Moab shall wail for Moab." Moab is defined or described as a people that are not just proud, they are very proud. They are proud of their haughtiness and their pride and their wrath. They are very self-centered as a people. The only ones that they care about are themselves. They are going to be ones who are caught up in how great they are, of how important they are, and so on and so forth. But notice they even take pride in their wrath, it says, verse 6. You know, there are people that are so prideful, they are even proud of the fact that they're mad and what they're mad about. And sometimes we let our pride over our indignation allow us to make mistakes and to cause us to do things that we maybe otherwise would not fall for or would not do. And there seems to be a bit of an indication that it's going to be the pride of Moab that is in many ways going to lead to their downfall because of the situations that they are going to encounter. And certainly you have the statement of Solomon in Proverbs where he says, pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. Well, you have both pride and haughtiness coming into play here. And God says through Isaiah, this is going to be your demise. And he says it's going to come rather quickly. It's going to come within 3 years of the giving of this particular message that is being delivered. So those are the things that I found in chapters 15 and 16. There's certainly some more things that we could discuss, but that gives a good baseline of some of the things that we see that are maybe outside of what we've seen in some of the other areas of the book of Isaiah. What did you find? I'll be interested to see any of your comments that you might have found in your studies through Isaiah chapters 15 and 16. And if you don't see this morning, if you see it a week or two down the line because you're still trying to catch up, don't be afraid to let me know. I'm still interested in your studies, even if it doesn't come today. So don't feel like that you can't add anything or put anything in, even if you don't do it the day that I release the video. So please continue to let me know your thoughts and your studies as we go through this. And thank you for joining me on this journey through the book of Isaiah. Have a great day.